What's up, y'all? ZJ HBK is back here with you guys to bring you an Impact Wrestling review. Now, as you know, I was not here Monday night because, as you saw on my Twitter, at RealZiggy23, um, I boycotted Raw this week, and it was the go-home show to SummerSlam. That doesn't mean I'm not going to watch SummerSlam this Sunday. It just means that after what happened with the AEW situation and the bull crap of WWE, I decided to boycott it for a while. And plus, I was really tired and whatnot. So Impact Wrestling kicked off tonight with a double, the greatest man that ever lived, Austin Aries, talking about fluke and the definitions of a fluke and how he basically beat Bobby Roode and proved him wrong into talking about how he didn't deserve to be world champion and whatnot. And then out comes, to surprisingly, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy talks about coming out that Austin Aries is doing a great job as champ, blah, 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 blah. Sorry about the camera moving. So he comes out and Jeff Hardy talks about how the Aces and Eights, screwed him over out of 20 points at Hardcore Justice, which they sort of did. Which leads to Bully Ray coming out and Bully Ray saying basically Bully Ray got lucky, dodged the bullet somewhat, and said he took advantage of that and got the 20 points by putting Jeff Hardy through a table. And basically he said he was going to get 7 more points. So, basically what I got out this segment is, oh, and one more thing, the Aces and Eights showed up and said, we're going to appear more, we're going to show our dominance now more than ever. So, segment started off pretty good. Segment kicked off pretty good. Then we went into commercial, and then we came back from commercial, and it highlighted, and after the commercial break, it highlighted what happened at Hardcore Justice with the Bound for Glory series matches going hardcore. Everybody earning their little 20 points. Rob Van Dam, RBG, Mr. Monday Night. See how swole I am? Good grief. Scott Steiner, eat your heart out. Anyway, Rob Van Dam earned 20 points. Bully Ray, of course, earned 20 points. And AJ Styles surprisingly earned 20 points. So after that, we go to a Madness interview. And let me just say this. TNA has got a very potential future blue chipper in their hands in Madness. I like Madness. He is a beast. I thought when he first came on the scene, he was given that stupid gladiator thing gimmick. Then when he was with the British Invasion, he was kind of cool. Then when he started to come out on his own, he was even better. Man, I'm seeing Madness as a future potential for TNA for years and years to come. Speaking of a guy who had potential, TNA fucked him up. He was supposed to come back strong with the Hogan regime. That didn't go so well. And now he's coming back real stronger than ever. Samoa Joe versus Magnus kicked off the Bound for Glory series for tonight. A decent match for what you would get out of these two. It was an interesting match. Joe got the win with a La Maggie Straddle Crawl. I think what was, in many people's opinion, what was more interesting than the match, in my opinion, was the ending of it. As you can see, Joe tried to extend the hand of friendship to Magnus, and Magnus got a little pissed off and cracked Joe. Obviously, it was a botch. He was supposed to crack his ass in the head, but cracked him by the forearm and whatnot. So I guess Magnus is heel-ish. I don't know. I really don't know. So we go backstage and me, go face Madison Rayne interview and talk about how she won the Knockouts title at Hardcore Justice. Nobody really cares. I didn't care. If you cared, anybody who can defend this, comment down below, please. So, anyway, sorry about that rant. We come back from commercial, and we see Goldface again. This time she's flaunting and dabbling and sugarcoating, talking about how she won the Knockouts title. Blibbity blibbity blah. I want to thank Earl Hebner, big boy. Blibbity blibbity blah. I'm your Knockouts champion. Blibbity blibbity blah. So she gets Earl Hebner in the ring, telling her thank you and whatnot. So out after all that blibbity blibbity blah, out comes Brooke Hogan and all her botchiness. Man, did Brooke make some botches, but I'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, Brooke Hogan announced that Brooke Tessmacher has a rematch clause tonight and that Earl Hebner is no longer calling knockout matches. Way to go, Brooke. Yay. Didn't see this coming. So, Madison's, of course, pissed, being Goldface. Being Goldface. She's kind of upset and challenges Brooke Hogan to a fight in them damn heels. I don't know how Brooke Hogan can run, but she did. So, it is what it is. So, anyway, after Brooke Hogan got to the ring, did all that, 2 of the Aces and Eights members came to the ring and tried to basically attack Brooke. But then the TNA guys came out, the whole locker room came out and kind of helped Brooke out and whatnot. So, yeah. So we come back from commercial break, and the Aces and Eights guys are still in there. I mean, not the Aces and Eights, I'm sorry, not the Aces and Eights, but the TNA locker room is still in the ring. Half of the TNA locker room, I guess. Where Sting announces that next week it's open fight night and the Impact Live. He is going to call out the Aces and Eights on, remember, 8 o'clock. You see this right here? See this right here? Right here. 8 o'clock on the dot. He's going to call out the Aces and Eights. 8 o'clock on the motherfucking dot. That's right. Aces and Eights getting challenged by Stinger and the rest of his little crew he got going on. 8 o'clock on the dot. On the dot. I'm sorry. Dot. It's dot. Gang style warfare all over again. Gang style warfare, baby. And then we go to the funny segment of the evening, which was Christopher Daniels and Kazarian. Oh, has Christopher Daniels... I will admit this storyline has been stupid, but boy, has Christopher Daniels been entertaining me. Has been entertaining me. And so is Kazarian. I like his haircut. And AJ Styles has been entertaining me as hell, too. Being the typical legitimate non-baby daddy. This ain't my baby. I didn't knock that bitch up. I was drunk. Which led into the Bound for Glory series match getting a little bit more interesting. Where the winner would not only get some points, but if Christopher Daniels won, AJ Styles would admit that he's the baby daddy. But if AJ Styles won, then they're getting a paternity test. And AJ, what made it even more awesome is the way AJ ended it. AJ said, and that's how it's going down. Well, that's Georgia right there. The way more funny is Christopher Daniels, like, what the fuck? This paternity test, I don't know what the fuck. No, we ain't going to Maury. We ain't going to no Dr. Goop. Oh, this segment was just hilarious in my opinion. I love this segment. It was just funny. This whole feud, this whole storyline has been funny as hell to me. And it's based on real life. So I've enjoyed it. So we come back from commercial again. And we go to AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels, of course. What the fuck could you expect from an AJ Styles Christopher Daniels match? Except it was good. It's what AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels do. Duh. What else could you expect? Except we thought we were going to get a screwbally finish. Instead, we got a good, clean finish. But Kazarian comes down and almost cost AJ Styles the win by hooking his leg with the old suplex trick. But Brian Hebner, in all his wisdom, caught the assholes in the act and whatnot. And basically put that fucked up their plans because AJ hit the Pele on Daniels, got the pins. Now we finna go on Maury. TNA, you booked this. I better see AJ Styles on Maury. I'll be pissed if I don't. So then before we go to commercial break, we go backstage with Jeff Hardy. Talks about how James Storm, how Aces and Eights cost him, and they helped James Storm twice and shit. James Storm being pissed off, talking about the last motherfucker he would expect would be Jeff Hardy to question him and shit. It was like fucked up, really. It was an okay backstage segment. So then, before we go to commercial, we see the ex-champion Robert Roode come down. Like, motherfuckers asking, what is the future of Robert Roode? So then we come back from commercial. Robert Roode comes down, walking all serious face. Just, serious face all in him. And Robert Roode gets in the ring talking about, I was basically this close to being basically I was world champion, but I blame Austin Aries, I blame Sting, I blame the referees, and I blame you. So basically he said, what does Bobby Roode do now? I promise you, fuck. It's like Bobby Roode, but I like this segment plus because in story, Bobby knows he can't challenge for the World Heavyweight title now anymore thanks to that win by Austin Aries. So it's like, fuck, what the fuck am I gonna do now? I'm the fucking it factor. I'm the leader of the fucking Selfish Generation. The Selfish Generation should have this world championship. And now they don't have it anymore. So this is gonna be interesting, but ultimately, you know, down the line, I don't want to be a spoiler or anything, but you know it's going to lead to Robert Roode and James Storm at some point. So, we come back from commercial, and we go to the Knockouts title match, which was Madison Rayne versus Brooke Hogan for the Knockouts Championship. And this was the clunker of the match. Not mean to offend Brooke Tessmacher. Yes, I said Brooke Tessmacher. Shit. And Madison Rayne, not mean to offend both of them, but this was, of course, the clunker of the match. Did you notice, I'm here to talk about the botch. Did you notice the fucking botch by Brooke Hogan? Good God. She damn near fell on her ass. She did fall on her ass, and then she gonna curtsy. Like, nobody saw that. Damn. Fucking Brooke. Get your placement right, girl. What the fuck is wrong with you? So then, I forgot to mention, we had a new Knockouts referee. We had a new Knockouts referee, and her name was Taran something. I forgot. Taran Terrell. What the fuck? I just noticed something. Taran Terrell was fucking Drew McIntyre's ex-wife, wasn't she? Damn. So Taran Terrell beats up Drew McIntyre. Allegedly beats up Drew McIntyre. And she's now a referee. Alright, just saying. I just wanted to notice. Basically, beat up a Scotsman, get a refereeing job. Okay. So, we go to the final Battle for Glory Series match of the night and the main event match, which is Jeff Hardy and Bully Ray. It could, earlier this year, my opinion, it could have been a pay-per-view match, but this is good. A decent Battle for Glory Series match. James Storm came out to watch the proverbial back of Jeff Hardy and or Bully Ray because of that Aces and Eights bull crap. Jeff Hardy hits the twist of fate, stunner style on Bully Ray and gets the win. And Bully Ray clotheslined the shit out of Jeff after the match. And then Aces and Eights came out. Aces and Eights came out and almost attacked Bully Ray, but the rest of the TNA locker room came out and fended them off, the two members. And so then Bully Ray, oh yeah, Jeff Hardy won after Aces and Eights almost attacked him. I'm sorry. James Storm then comes in the ring. Bully Ray confronts him, talking about this is your fault and shit like that, and blah blah blah. Then James Storm, Bully Ray pushes him. You can see James Storm botched a little bit, and James Storm kicked the fuck out of Jeff Hardy. And Bully Ray said, "You were Aces and Eights, and I fucking knew it." So then after all that, Aces and Eights came in the ring, and you thought them clapping it up and shit. You thought Aces and Eights, James Storm was part of Aces and Eights, but of course, TNA didn't want that to happen. No, Aces and Eights clothesline the fuck out of James Storm. My God, James Storm was a part of Aces and Eights the whole time. My God, oh my God, James Storm was telling the truth. No shit. I'm just kidding, but you notice I'm reviewing with a whole lot of energy. I'm not saying this was a very, very great Impact. It was a very solid Impact with some good Bound for Glory Series matches. I kind of like how this whole Aces and Eights thing is going, with them coming in at any time they fucking want to. But I just know, and this is my biggest fear, I know that this is going to lead to you-know-who, JEFFJARRET coming back to TNA because why? Because they put Sting in the fucking Hall of Fame. I swear, that is what's going to happen. I don't want it to happen. Nobody wants it to happen. And I know for a fact, my man, Jeff Schlegel, a.k.a. the Sled Daddy, don't want that shit to happen. So let's all just cross our fingers that it doesn't. Overall, TNA Impact Wrestling, like I said, tonight was a solid show. Once again, I'm sorry if I didn't do the Raw review. I boycotted Raw. You know why. Hashtag don't vote for Linda. Hashtag bring back A-Double. All fucking World Promotions. Abraham motherfucking Washington. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Comment down below what you thought of tonight's Impact. This is ZJ HBK, signing off.